Life goes on. In the wild, peace is only temporary. The most dangerous enemy is not outside. It is right here. Kenya. The battle for the Baboon throne. Kenya, the land of endless Savannah, where the dawn spreads gold over the grasslands and the wind mingles with the wild animals. But even when the peaceful landscape spreads, under the trees or behind the bushes, danger still awaits. And always ready to erupt at any moment. The Baboons. After the fierce battle with the lions, they carry with them not only wounds, but also the obsession with survival. They often gather in herds of several dozen to more than 100 individuals, with a clear hierarchical order and secret alliances between males to maintain power. The fur is ruffled, both to intimidate others and to cover up old wounds that are still deeply engraved on the skin. The stooped gait, strong arms, long snout with sharp fangs like knives. All are still intact, the nature of a primate that both lives on the ground and climbs skillfully. They still have to continue moving, continue to find food, because here, stopping means losing their lives. That battle took place a few weeks ago, right after the time of giving birth. The young are still clinging tightly to their mother's belly or back, their soft, silky fur, their round black eyes wide open, seeing the world for the first time. They do not understand anything about danger, only knowing to seek warmth and protection in their mother's arms. Every step the mother takes is the child's journey of survival. But for the baboons, peace never lasts too long. When the wounds have just healed, the season of scent and instinctive calls has returned. a new mating season. In the world of baboons, mating season is not just a story of affection, but a harsh test of power. The dominant males will gain access to the females, while the weaker ones are forced to wait or risk challenging the inherent order. In the middle of the clearing, the largest male with an old wound meets eyes. The challenger to his power is waiting there. The hair on his shoulders and neck stands up, covering the old scars. His white fangs flash in the early morning light. His cold eyes observe. He is in no hurry, as if waiting for the challenger to reveal all his aggression. The air thickens, the chaos of the whole group with the echoing screams and calls. Suddenly, the conflict explodes. But this time, experience could not overcome the strength of youth at its peak. After a decisive blow, the old leader lost the battle. In the silence of the pack, it trudged away, facing a lonely future. The throne had a new owner, and a new, more ruthless order was established. When the throne was taken, it did not mean peace. It would bring silent danger to the children and the offspring. For now, the young were still safe in their mother's arms. In the world of baboons, the power of protection lies not only in bites and slaps, but also in constant vigilance. It is what has kept their species alive, despite the power fluctuations that always lie ahead. In the Kenyan savannah, every day is a new survival problem. But here, no matter how opportunistic an individual is, there will be times when they face challenges that exceed their limits. In another corner of the savannah, a completely different threat is on the move. African wild dogs. Spectacular, with patchy fur, large, round ears, and boundless stamina. Their long, slender legs and distinctive high ankles help them maintain speeds of over 60 km/h over long distances. They are masters of hunting in groups. They coordinate almost perfectly, cutting apart their prey, forcing their direction, and then taking turns wearing down their opponents until they collapse. Their favorite targets are usually small antelopes, impalas, and hares, species that their speed and stamina can overwhelm. Today, their target was not an antelope. The eyes of the wild dogs were locked on a few foraging baboons. They were the deposed king and his last loyal followers. The wild dogs knew full well the strength and ferocity of adult baboons. Their fangs and powerful arms could turn a hunt into a disaster. The wild dogs kept their distance, the encirclement gradually tightening. A lone baboon was approaching the area they occupied. A low growl rang out. The feet moved lightly, but did not take their eyes off their opponent. Every movement of the dogs was calculated to not give the baboon a way to escape. The dogs stopped, forming an arc. Some approached from the side, others hid behind. This was a familiar tactic when hunting large or dangerous prey. The air was tense with each breath. Footsteps were light but hurried on the dry grass. The circle gradually closed. Suddenly, the baboon charged forward. The aggression made the wild dogs retreat. They scattered. This retreat was not a defeat. It was a tactical decision. In the world of African wild dogs, unity is paramount. It is still a fighting hunting group, and the next prey may appear. In the world of African wild dogs, strength lies not only in claws, but also in unity. They are highly social animals, living in packs of 6 to more than 20 individuals, with a dominant pair leading the way. Only this pair has the right to reproduce, while the remaining members play the role of protecting and raising the young as their own. Mating season usually occurs when food is abundant, increasing the chances of survival for the young. The dominant male and female bond closely, often separating from the pack for several days to mate repeatedly, strengthening the bond and increasing the chance of conception. The gestation period lasts about 70 days. The mother dog finds a secluded location, away from the path of predators. A litter usually consists of 6 to 12 pups, born with closed eyes and soft dark brown fur. In the first weeks, the mother dog hardly leaves the den. The pack takes turns hunting, bringing back food. A cooperative behavior rarely seen in predators. And when the pups are strong enough, they quickly learn the skills of the pack. Their lives revolve around the hunt, where speed, endurance and strategy become one. In the distance, just above the horizon, the pack of wild dogs stops. Their ears are pricked up in unison, their eyes following the moving brown and white dots across the savannah. It is a herd of antelope, the smallest but most agile species in East Africa. They are less than 90 centimeters tall, with a slim body, white belly, yellow-brown back, and a straight black line on their flanks. Their eyes are big, jet black, and always alert. They often gather in large packs, sometimes hundreds, to easily detect predators and make their opponents dizzy and not know where to aim. In the eyes of the wild dogs, in that crowd, just one dog separated from the pack is enough to open up an opportunity. And opportunities are never wasted. A target has been revealed. A small prey is out of step, lagging behind the pack. The pack of wild dogs advances, each step slowly, as silent as the shadow of dusk creeping across the grass. They keep a sufficient distance, not too close to make the prey wary, nor too far to lose the opportunity. Not a single sound was left, only a dense silence. They charged. The antelope was agile, but with an aggressive herd with sophisticated hunting tactics, it could not escape. The herd immediately gathered around, sharing the prize they had just won. A feast of speed and perfect coordination. In this place, survival only comes to those who know how to take advantage of every opportunity. But in Kenya, there will always be another hunter, hiding, observing, and waiting for the right moment to strike. Even though it is alone, it still haunts the savannah. The leopard. A silent but powerful predator. It does not show off, does not need to roar or chase chaotically. Just a golden shadow blends into the dry grass. Each step is as light as the wind gliding across the ground. Its golden fur is dotted with round black spots, helping it disappear into the afternoon light, making its prey only notice when it is too late. Those golden eyes do not just look, but seem to be measuring each breath of its prey. It approaches slowly, patiently, as if time stood still. Leopards can also climb trees easily, carrying prey twice their body weight to avoid being robbed. It eats everything from antelopes, wild pigs, monkeys, to birds and even baby crocodiles if it is lucky enough to encounter them. It does not need companions. Alone, it is still a shadow haunting every creature on the savannah. During the breeding season, male leopards will come to the female leopard's territory, following the scent to find a mate. They stick together for a few days, mate many times, then each goes their separate ways. Female leopards will raise their young alone, from when they are newborns until they are strong enough to enter the game of survival. Each of its steps is calculated. Each hunt is a display of patience and speed. On the Kenyan savannah, life and death always go hand in hand. The baboons rely on numbers and vigilance to fight off enemies, whether they are lions or those competing for power within the group. African wild dogs hunt with absolute coordination, exhausting their prey before bringing them down. Leopards dominate with the perfect combination of strength, agility, and mastery of stealth. Three species, three different strategies, but following the same rule: adapt or disappear. But in a place where the strong always meet the stronger, will there be an opponent formidable enough to challenge the position of the leopard? This game of survival on the savannah will never end. If you want to continue exploring that confrontation, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next parts of this fierce survival journey. In a land where strength is everything, a mother lion challenges the ruler. When her cub is targeted, she is no longer prey, but rage. There are no rules, only life or death. This is a fight for survival, brutally suffocating. A fierce battle for survival. A lioness faces ruthless power. On this harsh savannah, where life and death are often just a step away. A mother lion is not only a protector, but also a nurturer and teacher of the next generation. In the first weeks of life, lion cubs are completely dependent on their mothers. They are blind, weak, and unable to walk on their own, only knowing how to nestle in the warmth of their mother's body, the only safe haven in a dangerous world. The lioness, with meticulousness and care, quietly takes care of the cubs. The mother lion will take care of and raise the cubs until they are about 6 to 8 weeks old. Then she will return them to the pride. From that point on, one of the most special characteristics of lions begins to raise their cubs collectively. Not only the biological mother, but also other lionesses in the pride will take care of them together and will not distinguish whose cubs they are. This cooperation helps increase the survival rate, especially in an environment full of dangers. On the vast grasslands, the Thompson gazelle herd is standing and eating, becoming the ideal place for the mother lion to teach her cubs how to hunt. The mother lion does not leave every movement around her. Every movement is carefully calculated. The lion cubs, although not yet proficient, try to stay quiet and move in step with their mother. The mother lion guides slowly and surely. Each step is a lesson. When the mother lion gave the signal, all of them rushed forward at the same time, as fast as the wind. The prey was caught. The victory is not only from strength, but also from patience and strategy. After a long period of training, the lion cubs began to understand the value of silence and coordination. Each successful hunt is not only a meal, but also an important step in their journey to adulthood. In the wild, life is never easy, especially for lionesses and their cubs. For the mother lion, the task of protecting the cubs from threats, not only from their own kind but also from other species, such as hyenas. Under the harsh sunlight of the savannah, when life is only one step away from death, spotted hyenas are lurking. They are opportunistic predators, never missing an opportunity. The scent of the weak lion cub's blood in the bushes has attracted the attention of the hyena pack. Their wild laughter echoed throughout the field. Not to mock, but as a death call, signaling the presence of tireless predators. Although hyenas are not as powerful as lions, they possess the power of a group. They know how to attack in coordination and are not afraid to face challenges if they go together. They quickly surrounded, forming a tight circle around their prey in the bushes. Just waiting for a signal to rush in, capturing the unfortunate lion cub. At this moment, the mother lion knew that the life of her cubs completely depended on her. The mother lion roared, a roar full of authority, but also full of tension. The mother lion rushed forward, chasing them away from her cub. The hyenas had to run away, trembling. One hyena had an injured hind leg, having to retreat before the mother lion's outburst of anger. Not only because of the superior strength, but also because of the fierce determination and intense love of the lioness mother. In this wild world, nothing can compare to motherly love. The ultimate strength, nothing can overshadow or falter, even when facing dangerous predators. Lions, with a complex social structure. Not just single creatures, but a cohesive organizational system. Where each individual has an important role in the survival of the whole herd. Male lions, with their muscular bodies, thick manes and extraordinary strength, are not only the killers, but also the true rulers of the pride. But that power is not always easy to maintain. Male lions face constant challenges from other males, both within the pride and outside the territory. After a long period of dominating the pride, a new male lion appears. He has the ambition to gain control of the pride. A life and death battle is inevitable. A lion begins to stalk in absolute silence as he hides in the tall grass. His eyes do not leave his opponent, his every breath blending with the silence of the savannah. This male knows that he cannot rush. He must be patient, observant. Every action, every step is carefully calculated. The male lion's golden eyes scan the slightest movements of his opponent, remembering every trace, every movement, in order to determine the exact moment to attack. To gain the female pride, the young male lion must defeat the previous leader in a life and death fight. And when the time comes, this will turn into a battlefield. The young lion rushes in with terrible strength. The younger lion has won. Power has been decided. The fight between male lions is not a noisy chase, but a smoldering challenge like underground lava, where the courage, determination and desire to survive of the leader are ignited. After the strong, ambitious young male lion has overthrown the adult male who has taken over the female pride, he will not hesitate to kill the cubs of the previous leader to force the female lion back into the heat cycle early, creating an opportunity for himself to be fertilized. For the lioness, protecting her cubs from these attacks was an extremely difficult task. The space was suffocatingly quiet. Only the heavy breathing of the mother lion could be heard. The rest was a tense atmosphere, as if life was waiting for death to come. The new king, his body full of injuries but his pride unchanged, entered the center of the pride. His eyes were cold, sharp like a knife cutting through the air, scanning the lionesses, then stopping. The cubs, the living legacy of the enemy, were now an obstacle that had to be eliminated. The mother lion felt it. It was no longer the smell of victory, but the smell of approaching death. Primal terror was evident in her eyes. There was no time to think. Instincts rose. The mother lion jumped up, hastily moving forward to shield. The killer's eyes had locked on the target. The lion cub was not agile enough to escape. It pounced on the lion cub. The lion cubs were powerless to fight back. They were too small and weak, making them easy targets for the stronger one. The mother lion rushed towards her cub, trying to push back the killer of her cub. But it was too late. The lion cub lay motionless. The battle was unequal. The lioness, who had defeated the hyenas, was now completely helpless. In that moment, this wild world recorded an unforgivable defeat. This brutal act clearly demonstrated the harsh laws of nature. On this savannah, there is no good or evil. There is only the endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Maternal love is an unequal battle. But it still burns, resilient and fierce. Despite her defeat, the lioness is still a queen without a throne. A silent symbol of sacrifice in the endless cycle of life. If you feel the cruelty of this war, if you see the powerful sacrifice of motherly love in the wilderness, keep following the fierce survival journey of wild creatures. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any moment of life and death, where only the strongest can continue to survive.